What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. So let's get straight into it. So the vet overland content, there is a possibility, as they have shown in the forums, that they may be increasing the difficulty of maybe existing overland content or newer DLC overland content, such as Craiglawn, which is a fine example of the overland is noticeably more difficult. Still may be easy for a lot of veteran players, but there is a slight difficulty increase, and the challenges this might bring, but also the benefits. So with the existing zones for players that are high champion points and got, really good gear, a lot of the overland questing is relatively easy, barring a few world bosses. It's very easy to complete. To be honest, a lot of the mobs are more of just a nuisance to be placed there, and they're not a threat whatsoever. You don't even have to think about them. You can even just pass through a lot of them if you are sort of on the high end. And to be honest, even an average player, most of the mobs are not even particularly challenging. But if you go into Craiglawn, it is a bit of a difference. Some of the group dungeons and stuff, they are noticeably more challenging, and to be honest, I'm glad that they might be doing some veteran overland content, as this is what the game definitely needs. As like I said, a lot of the areas, they're just far too easy. You really don't even have to think. You can ignore the mobs if you need to. It's really just not the way they should be. But also, I have seen some concerns that some players are saying that it's so difficult to even find groups, to even kill world bosses and, do delves, etc. How are they actually going to make it so that solo players can still complete the content? And again, they need to take a leaf out of the Craiglawn. So what I think they could do is they could make, say, a new DLC zone just like Craiglawn. It's probably going to be smaller, but make all the mobs and the world bosses and all the delves and the group dungeons, the public dungeons, much more significantly challenging, like by a fourfold. So just like Craiglawn. And what they can do is, if there is players that are solo and that want to complete the content and there's no one around to help them, again, you've got your companions as well to help you out. But if it's still not enough, all they need to do is implement some sort of buffs, some sort of wells you can go to, or sigils, and you can activate these just like in Craiglawn, and they will give you a defense or an offensive buff, and a fairly significant one. So you've got the choice to activate those if you need. So if you're solo or you're in a very small group and you're really struggling, you can activate these overland sigils just like in Craiglawn, and that is going to stop the solo player worrying about the content being too difficult, and also for newer players. And obviously, if you're a more experienced player, you're probably not going to need to use them and you'll be fine. Or if there's a massive population in that zone, you'll be totally fine. So that's what I would personally do with the veteran overland content. An easy way to implement and keep everyone happy as well. New players can easily do it, solo players can easily do it, and also veteran players can still have a challenge with not using the sigils. So I think Craiglawn is a perfect example of this. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.